whether you noticed, but the Tomian supporters are all running to the edge of the boundary line as they anticipate Jayasnghe's 50 coming up very shortly.
So 97 for 3. Ramanayaka to Jayasnghe. Jayasnghe drives firmly past the bowler once again. The batsman crossover for a single. They look for the second. Sumanasiri, the runner for Jayasnghe. Jayasnghe having some sort of a hamstring injury after coming into the wicket. He's on 49. So he's once again been the only Tomian batsman to show some level of responsibility and some level of commitment in the Tomian batting. We had a 74 in the first innings, giving St. Thomas's some level of a respectable total of 192, and now we see him again with a well-deserved half-century coming in at number 4. In comes Ramanayaka, runs in, goes to right-handed Jayasnghe just to get off his mark, but certainly very confident, big, tall, lanky lad, very confident stroke by Jayasnghe, considering the fact that this is his first game. The second ball is faced. Ramanayaka, right arm Odikar, bowling to a slip, a point.
So the Tomian schoolboys haven't had a lot to cheer about, but are looking forward with anticipation to Jayasnghe.
In comes Ramanayaka once again to Jayasnghe. Jayasnghe pushes it on the on, looks for a single. No says the non-striker, the runner, Sumanasiri. Certainly ran himself out twice in the big match. So yes, the Tomian schoolboy, the old and young, definitely looking forward to some activity and some excitement from this 50. And the next delivery, once again, Jayasnghe pushes it to point, looks for the single, no says the non-striker. So 98 for 3, good tussle. Jayasnghe looking to pick up his first single in the Roytho series, looking for that elusive run. The schoolboys right round the boundary line. They are only excitement in this game. In comes Ramanayaka, and that next delivery, Jayasnghe very watchfully plays it fine towards the third man boundary, picked up by the Royal fielder.
But what that has done,
and that's the end of the over, 99 for 3.
What that has done is it's made the fans wait a bit longer, because that is the end of the over. So Jayasnghe is now
on strike
at
again.
the striker's end again. But it doesn't matter. Jayasnghe, I'm sure, is not too concerned about his personal milestone. He's playing for his team. As you rightly said, CP, he is the only batsman to have been on top of the bowling. And he scored at a pretty decent rate as well. In fact, let's find out from our scorer. How many balls has Jayasnghe faced? .68 balls for his 49.
So that's a very credible 68 ball 49 run, because considering the stage he came in, he's actually been consistent. He's rotated the strike, he's picked the singles, he's hit the loose ball, he's picked up his fours, and certainly he has definitely been the player of this Tomian side that we've seen from the 3-day and now today. So the fielders wait in anticipation as Jayasnghe doing some mending with his gear, keeping the royal fielders a little in a pensive mood. Something that the Royalists, I don't think, would want to have. In comes Karunatha once again to the right-handed Jayasnghe. Runs in, full length delivery. Jayasnghe drives right off mid-on, and the batsman crossover for a comfortable single, and that brings Jayasnghe to the strike. Jayasnghe on 49, 90 for 3. St. Thomas's chasing a victory target of 330 as a victory target. Royal got 330 this morning in their allotted 50 overs. Definitely a fabulous total, backed by a fantastic century by Hishan Ramanayaka. So Karunatha making some adjustments to his field. He'll be bowling to a more close-in field now, trying to prevent Jayasnghe from that elusive run. Once again to get into the record books of the Mustangs. He had 100 last year. On his way to this 50. In comes Karunatha to Jayasnghe. Jayasnghe.
Oh, Karunatha nearly gave him his 50 through an overthrow by very aggressively shying back at the stumps.
Yes, and I think Sumanasiri needs to be definitely cautioned by Jayasnghe. I mean, no hurry for that single, because if you did observe Chandana, the batsman as well as his runner both outside the crease.
Yes. Now, CP, I just want to let you know, we're in the 29th over. St. Thomas have just reached 100. Royal reached their 100 in the 18th over. So 10 overs less. That's big.
Karnataka definitely taking the fight to Jayasnghe, and that's the type of cricket that we would have loved to see with the Thomian fielding, and that was not there. It's very evident. Royal still, they had this match in their hand, but they still won't give an inch. In comes Karnataka to Jayasnghe. Short of length, and Jayasnghe pulls him down to the square leg boundary, to the fine leg boundary for 4, and that's a very, very valuable half century for St. Thomas's. Jayasnghe once again showing that he is capable of shielding this Thomian innings. The boys converge. Jayasnghe is lost amidst the boys.
There's a lot of celebrating going on.
I said the same thing when Ramanaka got his 100. This is the Royal Thomian, the fun, the boys running into the field, and we see the youngest of the supporters, a tiny tot. He too is in the middle, Chandana.
Yes.
Could you see him?
Yes, my gosh.
I don't think they will have a cell for him.
He has to be a little careful. He's so small.
And he's back again. He's back. He's God. He's greater. He's hero. And he's back with the biggies. There he goes. So that's the camaraderie. That's the excitement of the Royal Thomian.
Yeah, that's
The young, the old.
It's a wonderful sight. Hundreds of spectators on the field.
Going there, giving their hero, their hero an appreciation of what he has done for them, while they sit on the sidelines, and as you say, many of us.
Actually, to be honest, watching some of them who've now just sat down on the grounds, I don't think they're particularly interested in this match progressing and continuing. I think they feel the results a foregone conclusion,
Yes, right,
and they'd rather just stand around and enjoy the middle and have a bit of fun.
Because it is the last for this year, and many of them will have to wait for another year for their excitement and their fun. So why not make the maximum and the best of it for the day?
Some of them are making the umpire's job a little harder by uprooting some of the stumps and running off with them, but I think we've now got all the stumps back where they should be. Jayasnghe, meantime, is completely submerged in the crowd. We couldn't see him at all. He's now emerged as the crowd starts slowly dispersing and
so the excitement continues. 50s, 100s, spectators in the 100s and 50s, for the 50s and the 100s. Exciting, all right, Chandana.
Well, you'd think that Jayasnghe had scored 100 given the level of excitement. He has scored an extremely good 50, not to take anything away from him, but I suppose the Thomians have had very little to cheer in this entire
Many of them running on the track, some of them congratulating the umpires, some of them, that's a privilege to go shake hands with the umpire. Let's say many years later, I ran into the ground at this Royal Thomian, and this is what I did. So it goes from generation to generation.
It does. Now it's taking a little too long, I think, for things to return to
and
normality.
that's always a common sight, but the bail's been removed by the players, and that's where most umpires need to, knowing very well when a 50 is approaching at the end of the over, or especially if there's a stroke, they need to pick up the bail for themselves. Otherwise, it's certain that a spectator will run away with the bails.
So we've lost the bails.
So the bails is gone.
Yeah.
And if I take you back, Chandana, to an incident very similar, when we were batting in the Centenary Royal Thomian, there was a when we had just avoided the follow-on at 169, and we had made a 50-run partnership. There was this young man who's today, I think, a leading musician, and Jerome Speldwin.
Yes.
He was faster than I would say what. He came, I saw it, he picked the bails, he showed it to the umpires, Alan Felsinger and Herbie Felsinger were the two umpires, grinned at them and said, "Sir, I have the bails, thank you, this is my souvenir," and ran off. And play was held up there. I can imagine what Madhubala's face would have been. He was quite annoyed because play was held for at least another 10 minutes till the bails are brought back and we commence play again. So that's all about the Royal Thomian. I mean, that's the excitement. This bail will probably sit in someone's home as a souvenir, and it will get passed down a generation. So we're back. The crowd's gone.